Hmm. Okay, sir. Right, sir. Okay. Okay, let's start. A cool morning, rainy morning. Huh? It's highly impossible for students to attend this class. So I'll try to reschedule this class from tomorrow onwards till evening. Okay. So maybe it is difficult for you to attend theory subject in morning session. I'll try to reschedule. Okay. So if it is comfortable for you, I'll try to keep this schedule at this slot only, or else we'll reschedule. Okay. Right. Good morning, students. I hope some of you might know me, some of you might don't know me. That's not at all a big deal. So this is Sai Kumar, having 10 plus years of experience in teaching and training students of CA, CMA, ACCA, USSCMA at various levels. I'll predominantly teach law and financial management at various levels. I hope you all know foundation, inter, final, various levels are there. Okay, right. I think a brief introduction will add an advantage for me to take some bright feedback of my classes. So, what's your name? Venkatesh. So, give your name and when you passed out CMA inter, just that year or that attempt. Venkatesh? Okay. 22. Akshit. Okay. Okay. Sai Kumar. God bless you. I've seen you somewhere. Okay. Okay. Huh? YouTuber. Okay. Social media influencer. Huh? Okay. Bharadwaj. Okay. Okay. You are all regular students, group 3 students, right? Right. So why? Because I need some sort of interaction for face-to-face students. So, and one more thing, I hope you all know in group 3, all subjects are initiated. SFM, SCMDM, direct taxation initiated. From today onwards, paper 13 is going to be started. Okay. So I hope you all know what is the name of paper 13. Paper 13, corporate and economic laws. So there are two slots in this subject, corporate laws and economic laws. Okay. So I'll try to give a brief introduction with respect to the paper. So corporate laws weightage is around 60 percentage, but exactly 60 percentage, not 61 or 59. No, plus or minus 5 marks used to happen. I think you all know the paper pattern of the exam, right? Paper pattern. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to discuss in this session. Okay. So, and the second topic is section A, corporate law 60 percentage, and the second one is economic laws 40 percentage. Weightage is around 40 percentage. So if you concentrate on corporate laws, it is enough for your qualification or enough to pass out, but economic laws will add an advantage to your paper in order to get an exemption or to score a good marks on paper number 13. Okay. So corporate laws, how many modules are there? Corporate laws, 3 modules are there. So module 1, module 2, module 3. So module 1 name is module 1, Companies Act 2013. From Companies Act 2013, another 9 submodules are there. Another 9 submodules. So I'll try to give teaching order also. We'll discuss it on a later part of this session. 9 submodules. What are all the name of the submodules? How we are going to deal with the submodules? What is the teaching order for that submodules? So we'll discuss the later part of this session. And module 2, IBC 2016. What is IBC? Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. And module number 3, CGCSR ST, Corporate Governance, Corporate Social Responsibility, Sustainability Development. Okay. So these 3 modules comprises of around 60% of your 100 marks paper. Of course, paper will be for 128 marks, but out of that 128 marks, for how many marks you need to attempt? 100 marks. Okay. So you can easily target 60 plus marks from corporate laws. Around 60 marks from corporate laws. So corporate laws, only 3 modules: Companies Act, IBC, CGCSR ST. Companies Act, IBC, CGCSR ST. This is all about corporate laws. When it comes to economic laws, it comprises of too many modules and it will be having somewhat less weightage. That means you can take this module as choice. No, that is not a right way. So I'll try to cover what modules need to cover, what modules you need to, I shouldn't say ignore, but you need to cover in a later part of your preparation. Some people will call it a C category, right? So I'll try to give an eyesight about what A category, what is B category, what is C category, and what you need to prepare and all. I'll tell you a later part of the coaching. And one more thing I need to clarify. We will discuss 100% of the syllabus in these sessions. We are not going to leave any topics in the name of not so important category or C category. You can study on your own. No. We are going to cover 100% of the syllabus in this classroom. Okay. So let's quickly read about the modules in economic class. That is 40% category. So economic laws, how many modules are there? Another 8 modules are there. So number wise, module number 4, SEBI laws and regulations. Module 5, yes, Competition Act 2002. Module 6, FEMA 1999. And module 7, when it comes to banking sector laws, it has subtopics of 2 acts and 1 RBI related topic. So what are those 2 acts? BRA, Banking Regulation Act, and RBI Roles and Functions, and SURF-IC Act 2002. I think in CMA Inter, have you read about SURF-IC Act? No. I think in Advanced Accounting and Audit, an MCQ is there regarding what is the full form of SURF-IC Act. How many of you know the full form of SURF-IC Act? Don't know? Securities Regulatory. Okay. No. So securitization and reconstruction of financial asset and enforcement of security interest. That is the full form of SURF-IC Act. Okay. So we'll discuss in regular classes. So when it comes to next module, module number 8, it is about insurance sector laws. It comprises of another 2 subtopics. One is Insurance Act and another one is IRDA. Insurance Act and IRDA. Remove the hand from me. Next one, module number 9, MSME. Actually, this is a small topic. Module number 9 is a small topic. You are not going to read the entire MSMED Act. Out of MSMED Act, some subtopics are introduced in your syllabus. So, if you cover that part of content, it is more than enough for MSMED. Okay, so actually, MSMED Act is a vast act. Around less than 20% of the act is given in your syllabus. That is a good news actually. I hope you all know CMA interlaw content wise. Have you compared with CA interlaw and CMA interlaw? Which one is vast? Not waste, vast. CMA interlaw. CMA inter curriculum is pulled up with so many laws. Commercial laws, corporate laws, industrial laws. Commercial laws, what you have studied? Contract Act, Sale of Goods Act, Negotiable Instruments Act, Partnership Act. Corporate law, when it comes to corporate laws, Companies Act, LLP. And when it comes to industrial laws, list goes on. No, I don't want that name. List goes on. So, in the same way, final also, it has pumped up with lot of laws, but content wise, the enormity of the content has been reduced. So, even though 11 modules are there, the 11 modules are, except these 3 modules, module 1, 2, 3, these have high weightage. These 8 modules are comprised with somewhat low syllabus only, less syllabus only. So, curriculum has been designed in such a way that student can easily read these entire modules within the respected timeline. Okay. So, module number 8, Insurance Sector Laws, Insurance Act and IRDA. So, you are not going to read entire Insurance Act or you are not going to read entire IRDA. Some sort of important topics only he has introduced in the curriculum. It is enough to read about those curriculum. Okay. Next, module number 9, module number 10, Cyber Security and DP, Data Protection. What is DP? Data protection, cyber security and data protection. And last but not least, PMLA. Super. It is easy to say, na? Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Okay, anti-money laundering. Okay. So this is all about the entire syllabus and structure of paper number 13, corporate and economic laws. I hope you got the clarity about what we are going to discuss in the upcoming sessions. And I hope you all know about these budgeted hours. How many budgeted hours? Actually, in 120 hours, we need to complete the syllabus, but comfortably, we can complete the entire syllabus within 100 hours. Within 100 hours. Last 20 hours, I'm planning to dedicate those 20 hours for MCQ discussion. I hope you all know about the weightage of MCQ in your paper. How many marks? 13. Okay. So I'm planning to discuss the 20 hours for MCQ. Actually, 20 hours is big time to discuss MCQs. I don't want to boast, but I just want to give just a clarity about June 2025 examinations, which already closed. For June 2025 term of examination, I hope some of you watched in YouTube. I just picked top 50 MCQs from institute resources. Top 50 MCQs. Somewhere around 8 to 9 MCQs straight away came from the top 50 MCQs. The reason I am saying is I'm a knowledgeable person, I'm a great person, or I'm a disciple of Venuswamy, I know the astrology. No. So I know some dynamics of how the institute is going to test the student. So actually that session is around 1 hour or 1 hour 10 minutes. From that 1 hour 10 minutes discussion, we able to fetch 16 to 18 marks, 8 or 9 MCQs. I don't remember the exact number, 8 or 9 MCQs. Each MCQ carries how many marks? 18 to 2 or 9, 16 to 18 marks. We able to fetch from that 1 hour discussion. So I think around 10 hours MCQ dedicated discussion is more than enough for you to easily fetch 25 plus marks in the final examination. So that thing I am going to do in the upcoming sessions. Okay. So in 100 hours, what we are going to complete? Entire syllabus. What is the structure of entire syllabus? Two parts: corporate laws, economic laws. Corporate laws comprises of 50% weightage, right? 50% weightage, 60%. Then why you are saying yes for 50%? The corporate laws is for 60% and economic laws 30%. 40. So what are all the modules in corporate laws? 4 modules, 2 modules, 3 modules. One is Companies Act 2014. Very good. Module 2, 2014, right? 2016. You are not following actually. Companies Act 2014, I said. Companies Act 2013. Very good. Next one is, you are right. IBC 2017. 2016. IBC means Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. Actually, this Insolvency Bankruptcy Code is very much beneficial from students' point of view. Why? Because in Companies Act, how many submodules are there? 9 submodules. But in Insolvency Bankruptcy Code, hardly we'll discuss 2 to 3 topics in it. Corporate insolvency resolution process and other process. So if we completed the revision or discussion of these 2 segments, then we can easily get weightage wise, I can't predict. But if luck favors, more than 15 marks you can expect from this module. Hardly 20 to 25 pages you should read. Hardly the material comprises of 20 to 25 pages. Maximum 30 pages here. 30 pages. So if you got the clarity regarding that 30 pages, you can easily pocket 14 to or 14 above marks only. IBC is such a wonderful concept from students' point of view. Less effort, more marks. Of course, Companies Act is also somewhat beneficial for students' point of view, beneficial from students' point of view, but you have to cover somewhat large extent of syllabus. Okay, so if you do smart work from last minute revision also, you should not ignore module 2. And module 3 is also one good scoring module from students' point of view. But corporate governance and corporate social responsibility, in corporate social responsibility, you need to cover lot of committees: audit committee, CSR committee. What is the composition of those committees? Regarding all, somewhat when compared with IBC, slight 5 to 10% extra syllabus will be there, nothing other than that. So if you got some sort of command about module 2 and module 3, automatically from corporate laws you will get some sort of edge. If you got edge in module 1 corporate laws, automatically you will get some sort of confidence on entire paper 13. Why? Because from economic laws, too many modules are there, but MCQs are there, na? Examiner is going to test you in MCQ session, right? That MCQs are going to be at very basic level from module 2, part 2, section B. Section B, economic loss, right? So whatever the MCQs, generally, this is a general statement, not a hard and fast rule, not institute will definitely follow. But if you observe the previous examination trends, whatever the MCQs he is going to frame from section B means economic class, those MCQs are going to be in basic level only, not from corners or not from a very much advanced level. No, no, no. MCQs wise, examiners is doing favor for you. So you have to score the maximum amount of marks from MCQ session. And of course, after completion of syllabus, you will definitely get some sort of edge from section B also. Why? Because even though content wise section B is large, but you can easily prepare section B with ease after our coaching. Okay. So another 8 modules are there in economic loss. I am not again going to discuss all these things. So my target is minimum 60 plus marks from paper number 13. Why I am saying this? Point is very simple. Generally, there is a wrong perception among students community. Not every student, but some sort of some students feel like anyway I can easily score 45 to 50 marks from law paper. So why should I again concentrate? Why should I invest much time on paper number 13? I have to cover lot of syllabus in paper number 14 SFM, paper number 15, paper number 16 direct taxation. But that perception is somewhat wrong. Why I'm saying that perception is wrong? I think you all know about aggregate. Aggregate, how much you need to score in group 3? 200. Individually, 40 marks. Anyway, you will get 40 marks. But in order to get that edge among entire group 3, if you concentrate properly on paper number 13, it is going to cover, it is going to give that additional advantage on entire paper number 13. Say for example, 65 marks you fetched from paper number 13. How many marks you need? 135 marks. From how many papers? 3 papers. 135 by 3. 45. So somewhat 50 marks each paper. 50 marks for each paper has been drastically reduced to 45. And anyway, you are going to get MCQ in each and every subject, right? MCQs are not confined to only paper number 13, right? You are going to get MCQ pattern in each and every 13, 14, 15, 16. So out of 45 marks, anyway, you will get 20 to 25 marks from MCQ session. You have to do the hard work for remaining 20 or 22 marks. That's it. Okay. This strategy works when if you score 65 marks in paper number 13. Paper number 13. So I have a simple and logical strategy to score minimum 60 plus marks from paper number 13. How it is possible? Let's see. Say for example, question number 1. What is question number 1 from your exam paper? Obviously MCQs. How many MCQs are there? 15. Each one carries 15 into 2, 30 marks. So I'm not expecting from student community to go right in entire 15 MCQs. Entire 15 MCQs. I'm not expecting that kind of hypothetical cases. It is very easy to score 15 right MCQs, but I'm not expecting that from students. I'm just expecting 12 MCQs. Do you think it is really possible to score 12 correct MCQs out of 15 MCQs? It is very much possible. Very much possible. So I'm talking about grounded reality. I'm not on clouded concepts. Okay. So in order to score 12 MCQs, these regular sessions are more than enough. Actually, regular sessions are more than enough, not enough, more than enough. Even though you attempted, even though you attended for last MCQ session, 10 hours or 15 hours MCQ session, which I have spoken about earlier in this session, that MCQ sessions are more than enough for 12 to 14 MCQs. You can easily score. Okay, so say for example, out of 15 MCQs, I am expecting you to go right in how many MCQs? 12 MCQs. There na? 12 into 2, how many marks? Speak out. 12 into 2. Sit straight properly. Everybody sit straight. This one. 12 into 2, how many marks, ma? 24 marks. Okay. Next one, you all know, question number 2 to 8 comprises of descriptive questions where you need to write the answers. And sub questions might be also there. So this is the paper pattern actually. Out of 2 to 8 questions, out of 7 questions, how many questions you need to write? 5 questions. 2 questions will go into choice and 5 into 2 sub questions there, right? So 5 into 2 into 7, totally 70 marks. So this is the paper pattern, you all know. But I am expecting you to write only 4 questions. Only? So out of 7 questions, how many questions you are going to write? 4 questions. Is it practically possible for you to write 4 questions out of 7 questions after completion of entire syllabus and preparation and 3 months revisionary sessions? When you are going to complete our syllabus? August 31st, right? You know or you don't know? By August 31st, 101% you are going to complete the entire syllabus without any leftover topics. No leftover topics. By August 31st, we are going to complete the syllabus along with MCQ discussion. When your exams is going to be conducted? December. That 10 days, grace days are also there, na? I am leaving that 10 days left aside. August 31st syllabus completed, before only completed, but let's say if we complete our syllabus by August 31st, we will be left with how many months? September, October, November. 3 months. So you will be having 3 months of time to revise the entire syllabus which we have discussed in 2 months. Do you think 3 months time is sufficient for revision? You have already completed inter, right? Somewhere in inter also you have pursued some sort of strategies for your preparation, right? So do you think 3 months amount of time is good enough for your preparation or not? It is more than enough for your preparation. In 2 months, we are going to complete the syllabus, ma. 3 months amount of time is there with you to revise the entire syllabus. I can easily plan 3 to 5 revisions. Minimum 3, maximum 5, which I am going to tell you. The regular sessions, how to revise. Say for example, first revision might take 1.5 month time. First revision might take 1.5 month time or else 2 months time. No problem. For one revision, I am allocating 1.5 to 2 months time. For second revision, 15 days are good enough. Why? Why? Because you have invested significant amount of time for first revision. And for second revision, 15 days are enough. For third revision, hardly 10 days are enough. For fourth revision, 1 week is enough. Okay, so if we plan accordingly, we can easily complete the syllabus by August 31st and 3 more months are available with you for entire revision. That entire revision, depending upon your clarity and grasping ability, you can plan minimum 3 to maximum 5 revisions. So even after completing all these revisions and schedules and all, Out of 7 questions, will you be able to attend 4 questions? Do you have the confidence? Out of 7 questions, if you are unable to attend 4 questions, then there is no point in this preparation, coaching classes and all. Okay, believe me, you are going to attend minimum 4 questions. I'm saying I'm talking about grounded reality. Okay, so 4 questions. And you all know each question carries how many marks? 14 marks. Sub questions will be there, 7 marks and 7 marks. You know, right? So 7, 7. So I am expecting you to score 5 marks only. I'm not expecting you to score 7 out of 7. If I expect you to score 7 out of 7, it will be a hypothetical situation. Is it possible for everyone to score 7 out of 7? Some questions you may score 6. Some questions you may score 4. Some questions you may score 7 out of 7. It will be like that. So on an average, I am expecting you to score 5 marks. So 4 questions, 2 sub questions, 5 marks. It will sums up to 8 5s are 40, right? I hope you all know 8th table. 8 1s are 8, 8 2s are 16. That like 8 5s are 40. Very good. So 40 plus 24, 64. How many additional marks? Our minimum target is how much? So these 4 marks, we will add it as buffer. Somewhere around some questions you might score low, some questions you might score high. So easily you can target 60 marks. Believe me, if you have attended the regular sessions in coming 2 months, this is July 1st, right? Today is July 1st, right? July and August. If you attend these 2 months with utmost attendance, if it is not possible for you to attend classes at morning session due to weather conditions or somewhere around, they will provide you with recordings. That is not a big deal. But try to make more than 90% attendance. Make sure that you attended 90% of the classes by coming 2 months, July and August. Then I'll promise that you are going to score definitely 60 plus marks in paper number 13. That is my minimum target. What I have written here, max target. Minimum target 60 plus from paper number 13 is the minimum expectation, not maximum expectation. Clear? So if you are able to score 60 plus marks from paper number 13, then it will create a beautiful additional advantage for you guys to score aggregate 200 plus marks from group number 3. SFM, SCM, DM, DT. You can somewhere around, if you score less in another subject, it will come to the rescue. Okay, so that is why my sincere request is to invest much amount of time, as much as the time possible for you in paper number 13. Why? Because it is going to save your entire group 3 result. It is a scoring paper. I hope you all play cricket, right? We will definitely having a friend who is very much excited to play cricket, but end of the day, his results are very much amazing. He can easily score 6 balls, 6 runs, 6 each, 6, 6, 36. Not from batting side, from bowling side. That is, he is an additional advantage for batting team or bowling team. Batting team, he is a disadvantage for which team? Bowling team. Why? Because his bowling levels, bowling skills are such a way that he is going to reward 6 balls, 6 each, 6 into 6, 36 runs for which team? Batting team. So in that way, paper number 13 is also an additional advantage for you in entire group 3. See, targeting 60 marks in DT, 60 marks in SCM might be some difficult. I'm not saying it is impossible or no one will get 60 marks. I'm not saying that. But if you have place minimum amount of efforts with paper number 13, you will definitely get minimum exemption in this paper. That is my minimum target, and it is very much possible with our sessions if you maintain 90+% of attendance in coming 4 months. 4 months? 2 months, but no one is correcting me. Huh? Everybody is sleeping. Huh? Students have much talent. They can sleep by opening their eyes also. Okay? Body present, mind absent. I think one cinema, cinema is there, right? Brahmanandam. Okay, right. No, right. Okay. Next one. This is our strategy for upcoming 2 months. So, paper number 13. I hope you got the clarity about what chapters we are going to discuss, and teaching order. Yes, one more thing is there, teaching order. I promised earlier to say 9 submodules in Companies Act 2013, right? So what are all the 9 submodules means? The first one is, it will talks about incorporation and formation of company, which you already studied in CMA Inter. You all studied CMA Inter, right? So formation of a company and conversion of a companies also. Conversion of private company into public company, public to private, OBC to private, public, LLP into company. So this is all about module, submodule, 9 modules there, right? So submodule number 1, company formation and conversion. Company formation and conversion. And module 2 talks about, just a minute. Module 1, formation and conversion. So this is the basic concept, but we are going to discuss that basic concepts are also in our classes. We are not going to leave any concepts. 100% syllabus will be covered in these sessions. Okay. Next, module number 2, investments and loans. Actually, recently held June 2025 attempt is there. Na? He asked 2 questions from this investments and loans. Investments and loans. One is a direct question and another one is somewhere related to investments and loans. Okay. So we should not ignore any submodule. We have to cover. That is why corporate laws, corporate 3 modules comprises of 60%. We are not allowed to take choice in any module or any submodule. Sir, CG I will read, sir. CSR I will take choice, sir. No. In corporate laws, you are not allowed to take any concept in the name of choice, because you don't know in which form or from which chapter examiner is going to test you. Okay, so submodules discussion, right? Module 1 is formation and conversion. Module 2 is investments and loans. Intercorporate loans is there, na? That kind of topics. And module number 3, it is a simple and cute concept, dividends. It is a very easy topic. Types of dividends, how to issue dividend. After declaration of dividend, company needs to do what? Deposit the amount of dividend in a separate bank account. That kind of simple topic. It is a cute topic actually. Okay. So module 1, formation and conversion. Basics actually. You already having 90% of knowledge about submodule number 1. But anyway, we are going to cover. And module number 2, you might not know me about, might not know that kind of concepts. We are going to discuss investments and loans. Module number 3, dividends. How many submodules are there? 9. How many we have covered? 3. Module number 4. Anyone knows? Module number 4. Nobody knows? Okay, we will deposits. No, deposits actually covered in CMA Inter, right? Acceptance of deposit rules are covered in CMA Inter. Actually, institute has taken some sort of measures to avoid duplicacy of syllabus. What is duplicacy of syllabus? That is cascading effect in your taxation, right? So if an amount is this is tax, not a tax class. Okay. So module number 5 and module number 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, this 7, 8, 9 will sums up to a bunch. 7, 8, 9. Why this is a bunch means this is 7, 8, 9 comprises of small topics. But you don't know when examiner is going to allot heavy weightage to this 7, 8, 9. In some attempts, he will ignore these 7, 8, 9 topics. Not even a single MCQ he will ask. Not even a single MCQ. In some attempts, examiner is going to test you 2 questions from these silly topics. 7, 8, 9. Actually, these 7, 8, 9 will come add up to a bunch, and you read about, you know about compromise, arrangement, amalgamation, right? This is inspection, inquiry, investigation. And last one is oppression and mismanagement. Oppression and mismanagement. Okay, so I'm expecting you to answer module 4 answer. Okay, no, I'll say that is accounts and audit. Accounts and audit. Okay, so registers, what registers a company need to maintain, where to maintain. Okay, regarding audit, CARO is there na? CMA enter group 2, you have already studied auditing part, CARO. Entire CARO you're not going to discuss here. Basics, just a brief introduction about CARO. That thing. So that is accounts and audit. Accounts and audit. And module number 5, this is the hero, and module number 5 and 6 are the heroes of entire corporate law. Module 5 and module 6. Even I would say, if you left with 5 to 6 days for preparation, then you can ignore entire corporate law and you can cover module 5 and module 6. Sir, I am going to score 100%. No, you are not at all going to score 100%. But somewhat damage control. You can do damage control by just reading module 5 and 6. When I am suggesting, if you left with 5 to 6 days, in that case I am suggesting module 5 and 6. You will be left with 5 days or 5 months. July, August, September, October, November. 5+ months is there. So you are not allowed to take any chapters in the name of choice. So this is a worst case and not. So module 5 and module 6. Module 5 talks about directors and KMP. Directors and key managerial persons. So what is the name of module 5? Directors and KMP. Key managerial persons. Directors and key managerial persons. I intended to start our first session with module 5 only. Let's see whether, but another thought came into my mind. Directly, if I directly start with module 5, are you going to receive the subject as I intended or not? One small doubt is there. I'll try to start our session with module 5 only. If at all I'll be having any sort of doubts, I'll start with module 1. But anyway, after completion of module 1, I'll directly jump into module 5. No compromise in it. Why? Because we need to cover the difficult things first. Easy things anyway we will cover. Even though I don't say you can cover on your own. I'm not saying I'm not going to cover. Anyway, I'm going to cover. Okay. So module 5 is the hero of entire 5 and 6 are the heroes of entire corporate law, Companies Act, right? So directors and KMP, module 5 and module 6. Any guesses? Any guess? Right or wrong? Participation is the key. Any guess? Very good. Excellent. Board meetings and procedures. Anyway, you will be having some sort of basic idea among the chapters, right? That is why I'm asking you. Some students might be thinking, sir, this is our first session. How you are expecting us to answer our questions? So if you have answers, tell me. There is nothing wrong in it, nothing wrong in the wrong answers. So entirely, it is our classroom only. No one is going to laugh at another other person's mission. Okay. So what is module number 6? Board meetings and procedures. Procedures means what? How to conduct a meeting. What is meant by quorum? So when the meeting is conducted, it will be called as a valid meeting or not. Regarding the procedures and all, you are going to discuss in module number 6. Board meetings and procedures. These board meetings are very, very important. Why? Because in practice, there is a possibility that too much manipulation may be happened in these board meetings. Board of direct, you all know, I think deadlock in the management, you all know, right? In CMA Inter Partnership Act, you will get the concept. CMA Inter Partnership Act, there is a question. What are the grounds for dissolution of partnership firm? Do you know the dissolution of partnership firm? Dissolution means starting, right? Initiation. Starting. Winding up. కొబ్బరికాయ గుమ్మడికాయ గుమ్మడికాయ కొబ్బరికాయ ఎప్పుడు గుమ్మడికాయ ఎప్పుడు అది సో dissolution means pumpkin, not coconut. So dissolution of partnership, there is a ground for dissolution of partnership. That ground is deadlock in the management. Deadlock in the management means, say for example, these 3 persons are partners. They are not in talking terms. See the way they sat in the class. One person is that direction, one person is this direction, one person is this direction. Okay, they are not in talking. Just example I am saying. Okay, these persons are not in talking terms. If this person is coming this way, that person is coming this, that person is going that way. Whatever. So these persons have internal issues, but for the namesake they are partners and they are running a partnership firm. But in reality, on paper they are partners. On paper they are successfully running a business. But in reality, are they in talking terms with each other? They are not even talking. They have internal issues. TDP fan, YSRCP fan, BRS fan. Different political agendas, different hero agendas. Panchu Vishnu fan, another fan. Okay. So they are having some sort of internal issues. We should not comment about this their personal priorities, right? So they are not in talking terms. Then what is the point of having partnership firm? You are not at all going to talk with each other. You are not at all going to take decisions. You are not at all going to meet with each other regarding the development of business or running the business or basic administration of the business. What is the point of having partnership firm? Let's dissolute. Let's dissolute. So that is called deadlock in the management. Why I am saying deadlock in the management? See, in board of directors also, there is a concept of deadlock among the board of directors. Deadlock among the board of directors. You all having basic idea, right? So who are the board of directors? Owners of the company, right? No, owners of the company. Then watchmen of the company. Who are the board of directors? Company is a natural person, right? Who is the drinker fellow? Company is a natural person, yes. Company is a artificial person. Company is not an artificial person. Company is a blind man waiting at the Umesh Chandra statue to cross the road. Blind man can cross the road? No, somebody should help that blind man to cross the road. In the same way, company is an artificial person. Somebody should help the company to run the business successfully. That trusteeship persons are called board of directors. Board of directors are not the owners of the company. They are just like watchdogs. They are the trusteeship fellows of the company. They are entrusted with the successful administration of the company. Clear? So, okay, there is no hard and fast rule that shareholders do not will not become the board of directors. Shareholders may become the board of directors also. Okay, so why I am saying is shareholders appointed 4 members as board of directors. 4 members are these lucky 3%. These 3 persons as board of directors in a private company. Minimum number, maximum number, you all know, right? Minimum number of directors for a private company, 2. Minimum number of directors for a public company. Minimum number of members, minimum number of directors I am asking. Minimum number of directors. Private company, 2 persons. Public company, 3 persons. These 3 persons are the directors of a public company. 3 persons are the directors of a public company. They are entrusted with the successful administration of a business or of a public company. As usual, they are having personal issues with their own personal agenda. They are not in talking terms with each other and deadlock in the board meetings, deadlock in the board of directors. Answer one simple question. Do they meet? Do they conduct board meetings? No. But on paper, there is a possibility that they will simply sign on a document that meeting has been conducted today and successfully convened at JRR complex, 3rd floor, room number 101, something like that. They can easily sign. So on paper, board meeting has been successfully convened, but in reality, board meeting has not at all convened due to only one single reason: deadlock among the board of directors. Clear? That is why board meetings and procedures concept is very much important. Why? Because in order to avoid that kind of manipulative issues, definitely you should read board meeting and procedures, and examiner is expecting you to have not basic knowledge, some sort of advanced knowledge from CMA final students in these 2 topics, module number 5 and module number 6. What is module number 5? Board meeting and procedures. Anyway, module number 5, module number 6, these are not legal modules, right? So we can interchange, no problem. So board of directors and KMP, key managerial persons. I think you know who are KMPs, right? Who are KMPs? Who are key managerial persons? Tell me 2 to 3 examples. Don't you watch Mahesh Babu movies? Vamsipaidipalli movies? CEOs. Not only Maharshi, another company is another movie is also cycling movie, Srimantudu. He will become, I think, Jagapati Babu will try to make CEO of the company, but no, daddy, I don't want this kind of. I want farms, I want cycle, I want villages. Okay, anyway, that character only. Okay, so CEO, CFO, COO. What is COO? Very good, excellent. Who said? Very good. CO, Chief Operational Officer, who will look after the entire operations menu. CFO, you all know. Chief Fraud Officer. Chief Financial Officer. Chief Fraud Officer, right? Okay. CMO, Chief Minister Office. CEO means Chief Executive. So, actually, MD is there, na? In olden days, they used to call that COO as MD. But now, that positions has been marginally transformed into names, COO, like that. So MD, WTD, whole time director, manager, CEO, CFO, COO. These bunch is called as KMPs, key managerial persons. Why these KMPs are required? For the successful administration of the company. And one more thing is also there. In Companies Act, if I have already told you, company is a natural person or artificial person? in order to file returns or in order to comply with the legal provisions, company alone cannot do the filings, right? Company can file its own income tax return. Someone should file it, right? So in the same way, ROC returns and other returns, say for example, one director came, you have to inform ROC. Special resolution passed, you have to inform the ROC, MGT 14 form. So filings, administrative issues, lot of issues are there after flotation of company, especially public company, lot of administrative procedures are there. So say for example, company failed to do some sort of filings with ROC. Company failed to do some sort of filings with ROC. Then ROC will try to find the fault in the company. He has to made a person responsible for this, right? Why company is which person? ROC cannot issue, ROC or any other legal authority cannot arrest the company, right? If company fails to file the returns, whose fault it is? Company fault or persons who are running the company's fault? It is the fault of persons who are backed by the company, who are running the company, right? So that is why we need to penalize, we need to punish company or persons behind the company. For that penalty provisions, for that imposition and imprisonment and another punishment provisions, you have to made some group or some sort of persons as responsible persons, right? For that thing, you should know who is KMP, who comes under KMP, who are responsible for what. You have to assign the response. Say for example, COO is there, ma. CFO is there, ma. COO, you said Chief Operational Officer. CFO, you all know, Chief Financial Officer. Company is running out of funds. Company bank balance is 0.69. 69 paisa. Who is responsible? Obviously, COO is responsible, right? COO. How you identified? Why? Because it is related to financial aspect. And who is responsible? CFO. Workers are doing strike or material, raw material is not available to do the production activity in the company. MD is responsible. Shareholder is responsible. Why you started this company? You started the company, that is why raw material is not there. Huh? Who is responsible? COO. So I have asked two simple questions right now. And you answered in a beautiful way, saying that this person is responsible for that aspect, that person is responsible for this aspect, right? You made responsible some sort of persons, right? In the same way also, law administration also want to penalize or punish for the mistakes done by the respective KMPs. That is why having KMPs is very much important for a company. Say for example, one board of director did a mistake and the company has 6 board of directors. If you punish entire 6 board of directors, is it viable from legal point of view? No, right? That is why KMP concept is there. And in KMP concept, you will categorize the aspects to respective persons and will make them accountable for that activities. You will make them accountable. Accountability means, say for example, if that work did not happen in the given deadline or given due date, then you can question that person, you can make that person accountable for that failure. You can leave rest of the directors. In that way, what will happen? Say for example, 6 directors are there. One mistake happened. Then what you can do? You can punish that particular, or you can penalize that one particular director and you can leave rest of the 5 directors. Clear? So for that purpose, directors and KMP are very much important. So in tomorrow sessions, from tomorrow onwards, I'm going to discuss module 1 or module 5. Depending upon, I'll ask administration also which one to start. This is the entire strength, right? Or anyone is also there? Some other people also there. Okay. Okay. How many of you are taken exclusive law classes? Is anybody there, or you are all entire group 3 people? Entire group 3. Okay, very good. So from tomorrow onwards, I'm going to start either module 1 or module 5. What do you prefer from your point of view? Module 1 or module 5? Why I'm not interested that much in module 1? Because module 1 you have already studied companies alert inward derived from com, pan is come, which mean together, have pan is having meal together. This is all basic stuff you have already studied. But anyway, we need to follow institute guidelines, right? So that is why I'm in a dilemma whether to start module 1 or module 5. Okay. From tomorrow onwards, we can start our regular classes. And in how many hours we are going to complete our entire syllabus? 100 hours. But what is our budgeted hours? What we are going to do in the last 20 hours? Nail polishing, nail biting, MCQs, completely dedicated to MCQs. Actually, in 10 hours MCQs will be done. I'm going to plan rest of the 10 hours as buffer session. Okay, so we need to discuss the concepts in detail, right? That is why 100 to 120 hours is required. Actually, we can discuss this in 70 to 80 hours also. In marathons, what we will do? 5 hours also. So discussion is not a big deal. We can discuss the entire syllabus in 5 to 6 hours also, but no one understand anything. So fun. Okay. So from tomorrow onwards, I'm going to start either module 1 or module 5. Most probably module 1 or module 5. Tomorrow I'll inform. So this is our today's session. So what we have learned in today's session, this is our first session on paper number 14. 13. What is the name of paper number 13? Corporate and commercial laws. Commercial laws, no? Commercial laws. Contract Act. It is a haunting session from foundation level, right? From CA foundation, CA inter is not there. CMA foundation, CMA inter, Contract Act, Partnership Act, Sale of Goods Act, Negotiable Instrument Act. That is all comes under commercial laws. It is wash out corporate and economic laws. What is the weightage of corporate laws? 60 marks. What is the weightage of economic laws? 40. Corporate laws, how many modules are there? 3. Corporate laws, 3 modules. Okay, module 1, Companies Act. Module 2, IBC. Module 3, CGCSR SD. Our sessions will be also like this only. Say for example, we have discussed one topic. If we revise multiple times in our class, there are less chances for you to forget that kind of sessions. You are going to carry the sessions till examination date. In that way, if you prepare, definitely you are going to crack. You are going to crack. In that, so I am asking your opinion. If we follow this strategy, I have simply explained this questions about MCQs and descriptive questions. This all right. Do you really think scoring 60 plus marks in paper number 13 is impossible or a difficult task? I'll ask this question on August 31st also. Now the answers are quite yes, but around 60% or 70% yes. If I receive the same, I'm pretty much sure I'm going to receive 101% a strong yes feedback from you guys on August 31st. I'll ask the same question on August 31st only. Do you really think scoring 60 plus marks in paper number 13 is close to impossible or a difficult task? Definitely you are going to say a strong yes. Okay. So back to our session. So module 1, 2, 3 corporate laws, 60% weightage. Next, economic laws. How many other modules are there? 8 modules. So that is SEBI laws and regulations, Competition Act 2002, FEMA, banking sector laws. In banking sector laws, 2 more submodules are there, and one other that is not an act, that is role of RBI and functions of RBI. It is a very simple topic actually. Next, module 8, insurance sector loss. Now say, what is SURF-IC? Andros, many people are saying half this person, half that person. Combinedly, I am a tailor, right? I need to stitch the all answers. SURF-IC, securitization and reconstruction. Securitization and reconstruction of which asset? Financial asset. And enforcement of security interest. Enforcement of security interest. It is 100% related to NPAs. You all know NPA. Non-performing asset. More than non-performing asset, accounts and company accounts and audit. In that subject you have learned, right? More than 90 days NPA, and again NPA subcategories are also there. Doubtful asset D1, D2, D3, and last one loss assets are also there. SURF-IC Act entirely deals with that non-performing assets only. Okay, next one, module 8, insurance sector laws. In insurance sector laws also, two more sub-modules are there. One is Insurance Act 1938 and another one is IRDA. IRDA means? Very good, super. IRDA. Next, module number 9, MSME. We are going to deal with entire MSMED Act, right? Yes. Entire MSMED is there in your syllabus, right? Hardly 10 to 15%. I should say less than 10 to 15%. And from examination point of view also, recently held June 2025 examination, they asked a simple question. But generally, MCQs are expected from this module, MCQs. And those MCQs are also very easy to answer. Quite easy MCQs. That MSME concept itself, it is a easy concept. Next one, module 10, cyber security, cyber laws, and DP. DP means data protection. And last but not least, module number 11, PMLA, Promotion of Money Laundering Act. Prevention, promotion, both are same. Okay. Promotion means slaps. Do money laundering. Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2012. 2002 or 12? PMLA 2002. Actually, this PMLA is also a very cute concept. Why? Because you are not going to learn entire PMLA. Hardly 5 to 7 pages is there. 5 to 7 pages. There is a quite possibility, around 60 to 70% possibility that you will get a descriptive question from PMLA. If it is the case, it is a jackpot for you. Why? Because in PMLA, there is no big scope for the examiner to ask corner descriptive question. The entire PMLA, you are not going to read. Some abstract is given, and from that abstract only he has to ask the descriptive questions. It is a beneficial concept for students. If 70%, 60 to 70% is chance is there for descriptive question, right? What is the remaining 30 to 40% chance? 2 MCQs. 2 MCQs is not hard and fast rule. 1 MCQ might be also there. There is a case that 0 MCQs are also there. But there is a quite possibility that students might face with 2 MCQs from PMLA, Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002. I am going to explain last 5 years question paper also. 5 years means in a year, how many attempts will be there? 2 attempts. 5 2s are 52. 5 2s are 10. Oh, mathematics has been changed. Okay. 5 2s are 10. So 10 attempts questions I am going to discuss. Sir, how I am going to discuss? I am going to impart in the regular classes discussion only. Say for example, tomorrow I will come and start directors. I'll indirectly discuss the questions which they asked in previous examination or back-end examination. Okay, in that way, indirectly, scanners will also be completed. Okay, so this is all about our paper number 13, and in this way, we are going to complete our syllabus in the upcoming sessions. I hope you guys get the clarity regarding paper number 13. Paper number 13 is the late subject actually. So I think you all started with 3 subjects, right? This is the late one. Okay. So this is all about paper number 13. Do you guys have any sort of doubts? I'm ready to take the doubts. If you have any doubts, ask me. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Noor, good morning, everyone. Can anyone tell me, is this demo lecture or regular lecture? Free lecture. Okay, right, students. I think it is a breakfast break for you, right? Right. Okay, go ahead. Thank you.